Welcome, 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 each and everyone. Thank you guys for being here. The topic of today is why are we here? This is a very interesting topic, and it's an open mind discussion. It's not a discussion for anybody enter their feelings. It's a discussion that people able to voice their opinion from what they experience and from what they learn growing up. So, so the topic is why are we here? I just want to hold on a minute, see if I'm gonna get any more people join the live that we can really start the topic. So right now I'm gonna just ask how you guys doing? How you guys doing? How was your beautiful day today? I hope you guys didn't work too hard today. And I hope you guys is blessed at the same time. Well, once you wake up, you are blessed. Just waking up with the right state of mind, able to think, able to function, able to eat, able to walk outside. You got to consider that as being blessed. So once you up and able to see this live, even as the replay, you are a blessed person. And don't make anybody tell you anything different. Yes. So what's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? Yes, I have two people in here at this time. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start this conversation. I'm going to just, like I said, it's a discussion that people could express what they feel or what they believe in this discussion. Is not something to take personal. However you feel, you just deal with it, because when you understand the way you grow up, when you understand that, when you sit back and you analyze the way you've been grown up, the way you've been taught everything you know today, without using your mind and think, without experiencing anything. You grow up, from the time you born, your parents start teaching you, and that's basically it. Hey, Valed 5464, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Peace and love, peace and love. Yes, so the topic is why are we here? So I'm gonna just be making say a few things until more people enter the life. But yes, so we grew up in a place where we've been taught basically everything. We taught how to eat, we taught how to wash, we taught how to drink, we taught everything without experiencing anything for ourselves. So when you grow up in a form like that, blessing, blessing. Thank you for being here. Hey, hi, Kathy, how you doing? All thing, Kathy, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Thank you. Yes, well, you guys see the topic. The topic is why are we here? Okay? Right. So, yeah, so like I was saying, right? We come here, born, and then our parents start telling us everything. Our parents start teaching us You know, then we go to school. All right, that's good. That's good. We go to school, our teachers start teaching us. We go to Sunday school, our Sunday school teachers start teaching us. So, growing up as a little kid, many people did not get the chance to even learn anything for themselves because they've been taught everything. So now it's become so, they're so adapt to that now they still at this point do not want to even try to think and analyze nothing for themselves. Somebody have to tell them. They have to have a leader. There's have to be a leader to tell them what to do, what to say, how to do it. So I think we got to get back to that place where we start to experience things for ourselves, analyze things for ourselves, get confirmation for ourselves, because not everything you've been taught is truth, or there's any facts. Sometimes we push a lot of things down our throat and it's really not fact. And we believe it's facts. But how something become facts when you have no experience, no experiment? Someone told you something and told you, yes, this is for real, this is facts, without you seeing and experiencing for yourself. You cannot say this is facts. You can say somebody tell you something. You read a book that somebody write, and the person say everything in this book is facts. You can't come and tell me that I read this book where this guy wrote and everything this is facts. No, you can't tell me that. But there's people who will hold on to that and believe it's facts. Okay? So we got to start thinking. That's why everybody have a brain, a mind for themselves. If was one person supposed to think, only one person would have a mind. And the rest would just be like robot just listening. So I believe we got to get back to that place where we start using our common sense. Like the older people used to say, common sense come before book. Hey TLC in the garden, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Experience is our greatest teacher. I definitely agree with that. Experience. When you experience something and you get confirmation, to you, that's a fact because you went through it, you experience it, so you know it's a fact. But if you read it in a book, you have to question it. You know, there's a lot of truth spitting out everywhere. But we got to start picking them. We got to start picking instead of just hold on to everything people said. We got to start picking for the truth, picking, dismantling things and search for the truth. Because we know the truth. The only reason why it seems like we don't know the truth is because we've been taught everything. How to eat, what to drink, how to do. You know what I'm saying? Never get the opportunity to say, all right, I'm going to do this and let me see how this going to work out. And I believe this is how we should be experiencing life, by doing things, see how it work out, and now we know better. Now, the ancestors, the older ancestors, passed down a certain message. So what we're supposed to do now, we're supposed to take that message our ancestor passed on to us and add to it. Add to it. You know what I'm saying? Because every generation there is always knowledge increasing. So you take from what your grandmother gave and you add to it. You know what I mean? You apply to it because things change in every generation. But why are we here? This is a serious topic, and I would like anybody, if anybody feel like joining and making that kind of say something, that will be really good, you know? Because wait, hold a minute for me, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, sorry. Oh, wow. Sorry for that. Yeah, so I asked someone this question, right? Why are we here? And the person say, we're here just to experience life. So I said, so you really want to tell me that we are just here to experience life? This kind of life? This is what we really come here for? To go through all this? Torment, stress, pain. This is what we create. Come on. So I look at it from a different point of view. I looking at it from a different point of view. And I show each and every one of you gonna look at it from a different point of view as well. That's why I don't like to doubt a person from their belief because I don't know. Maybe that's what you experience. Maybe something you went through. So you have some ideas. So I'm not going to doubt you. I'm going to listen to you. But some people, from the time you say something they don't like, they shut you out. They shut you out completely. Some people don't want to hear nothing unless it come out of the book. If it did not come out the book, it's not true. It's false. And we got to get out of that because look at it this way. If you experience something and you sharing what you experience, that means you experience it. So that means it's a fact. This is something you went through. And you trying to share what you went through with someone and they mentioning to you, oh, is it in the book? If it's not in the book, it's not true. I don't want to hear. We got to get out of that. It's how we will ever elevate to another place. We will always remain in this place. We is who has, sometimes you hinder your own self. Sometimes we hinder our own self. We discourage our own self sometimes. Sometimes we even doubt ourselves. And because of these things, we hinder in ourselves. This is why I think having an open mind is very important. Because when you have an open mind, what happens is you open to different things instead of things you learn a lot what people tell you. You open up to not just the things you grow up from. You open up to different ideas, different people. So you know your job is to pull where you can pull from everybody and see what makes sense. You ain't got, and you know what? The truth is out there, but the thing is, the truth tangle between a lot of lies. So because of that, that's why you got to able to dissect and pull out and see what makes sense to you. And always remember, you have a common sense and you have something that speak to you inside, whether you want to believe it or not. You mightn't hear the voice. You mightn't hear the voice, but we all know it's like you hear two different. You're not hearing the voice, but it's like you want, okay, basically, like you want to do something, and one is telling you, no, don't do that. The other one is telling you, man, yes, go and do it. So those two things is what you need to get to know. That two energy, that battling, you need to get to know. You know why you need to get to know that? Because if you get to know what's gonna happen, you're gonna know whether to go left or whether to go right. You're gonna know whether to go left or to go right. Because sometimes you apply for jobs, right? And sometimes two people, two jobs call you the same time. Now you don't know which one to go to. You confused. So now you're battling with your own self. One telling you, I think you should go to the one down there. The other one telling you, I think you should go to the other one. But at the end of the day, you are the one got to make that decision. So that's why it's important to know the difference. And it might sound like, how will you know the difference? Of course, you can know the difference. You can know the difference. There's ways to know that. But the thing about it, because we've been lost for so long and we've been distracted, we're trying to get back to that place where the awakening is upon us. The awakening is upon us. But there are also a lot of people, their job is to distract you from getting to yourself. Their job is to distract you from getting to yourself and find yourself. Where can you find yourself? You're not going to find yourself out there. You got to start looking within you. Remember this, right? When you, like they say, die, when you die, right? Your body goes to the grave, right? And the body is just like the temple. The body is like a temple. It's like an old car. You have a car, right? You take out the engine out of the car and the car become dead. No, the car cannot move. It's right there dead because the life of the car, which is the battery, the engine, everything, has been taken out. So now it become dead. That's something like, it's basically the same way with us. From the time you leave that body dead. And you see, this is the next thing again. When I say you see, a lot of us, right? When we say you, they're looking at the whole of this. You know what I mean? They're looking at the body for you. No. You is within that body. The body go to the grave. You is within that body. So we just got to get back to the place, use our common sense, and a lot of things gonna start to reveal to us. We don't open up ourselves. We close the door. We close our mind. If you close your mind, there's nothing you can receive because you shut it. You shut the door. So there's nothing you can basically receive. So a lot of time we do that to our own self. We close the door on our own self. And that's why nothing good happen for us, because what? We keep ourselves down in the place they call hell. We keep ourselves in a place they call hell, where there's stress, there's sickness, there's pain, there's everything that can hurt a person resign. That's where we keep ourselves. We got to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the one to raise out of hell. Because look at it, man. Okay. We sit back, right? Like we've been taught. We've been taught that hell and heaven. We thought about hell and heaven, right? Everybody have their own opinion. So I'm just speaking, right? I'm just saying. Everybody have their own opinion. But, sometimes you got to look into things, and that's, you got to look into things. After all this torment on this earth that you struggle, you get up to work. You don't want to go to work, you just have to. Pain, suffering, and because you did something wrong, there's a place still waiting for you. A lake of fire still waiting for you after that. So that's what we really come here for? To be tortured, and then after that, in the lake of fire again because you didn't do right? I mean, it's something to think about. Then what kind of situation is that? Because number one, you can't be perfect. You can't be perfect. You will sin regardless. You will do so according to what they say. You're going to sin regardless because no one is perfect. So if you do something wrong to someone, there's a lake of fire sit back waiting for you. Okay, so let's switch it a little now. I believe there's a thing called, like some people say creamer. Some people say creamer. And I also feel every reaction creates a reaction. So right here, you're facing your judgment right here. You live good, good can follow you. You live bad, bad can follow you. I more look at it as Kramer in this world, in this place we live in. You do somebody something, it can come back and happen to you in different forms. It could have even pass you and hit, there's a generation. So if this is the case, why there's still a place? If you, number one, you do something wrong, right? You're going to hell. And guess what? What you do also can pass down to your generation, right? And after that, you still going and born for everlasting. Man, is that what we come here for? This is why the topic is, why are we here? It's a topic that can make you think. It's a topic that can make you look at things from a different point of view. And that's what I'm basically doing. I'm not, listen me, it's just my opinion. You have your own opinion. I'm not trying to tell you how to think, what. I'm just saying, look into things from a different perspective and see, instead of just grabbing and hold on to everything you've been taught. Because you got to remember, your grandmother been taught something, whether it's true or false. Your grandfather been taught something, whether it's true or false. Then they come and tell your mother whether it's true or false. Your mother come and tell you whether it's true or false. So now you just holding on and go. What about thinking now? What about saying, does this make sense? I mean, that's my parents, but what they're telling me, does it really make sense? So think, open up yourself, open up your mind to new things, because I'm telling you, sometimes, okay. Hello, Clipty, what's up? How you doing? Loving the vibes. All right, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yes. So our parents, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of principle that our grandparents and parents teach us, which is very valuable for us. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, in every truth, there's always lies mingling and choking it around. So you always got to go and pull out what makes sense instead of just grab everything and go. You pull out what makes sense. It's like you're searching something and you pulling out the good ones. So this is how we got to start to look into things more. Open up yourself. Start doing a lot of experiment. Start questioning things instead of just accepting everything. Okay? So that's just what I'm saying, guys. Does anybody want to come up in the chat? Let me see if I can invite. Okay. If anybody feel like come and share something with us, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. The link is in the. Okay, let me see. Can you please give me your opinion on pineal gland? All right, you see, that's a real deep situation here when you're talking about the pineal gland. And this is where a lot of us never get to experience, experiment, get to that place. This is when you're talking about a pineal gland, is a place, is a mindset, is a higher place where we got to reach. But it's hard because of so much distraction. Everything distracting you. So it's hard for you to look within yourself. And this is how you could find this place. Within. You could find your pineal gland, your third eye, within. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go to the chat. Hey, sweet PM, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, Lassus Johnny, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys here. Yeah, so when you're talking about the third eye and the pineal gland, you got to find, there is a place. Is a place where you have to go. Is a place where you have to go. That's why sometimes it's always wise to go in your closet in a quiet place. Practice these things. Go in a closet in a quiet place and just don't say nothing. Just be yourself. Just go in a closet from time to time. You're home by yourself. There's no distraction. Go in the closet, sit, just whether you sit where you stand, and just don't say nothing. Be quiet, be still. Let the power of the Most High take charge. Because you know what? That power already know what you need. He already know what healing you need. He already know whatever you need. You got to enter into that space, into that place. From up here, from the mind, into that place. That's when the power, the energy, the power of the Most High could walk on you. You know what? A lot of times we out here and we say we praying. Oh yes, I pray and I pray and I pray. Sometimes, number one, just like how the birds don't need nobody to feed them, there's always food for them. It's the same thing with us. But the only thing is, when you, because of this distraction and all these other things, it makes it so difficult for us. It makes us so difficult to even know we have a pineal gland. It even difficult to make you know there's a third eye and you need to access it. Now, these two physical eyes is we look at the physical things, the cars, the house, the this, the that, right? But the third eye, the spiritual eyes, do not look at those things. And when you start looking from your spiritual eyes, you understand people a lot more. You don't even judge people anymore because you have more understanding of what's going on. Now you start thinking, you know what, man? This person might be going through a lot, man. Instead of you just start, they might do you something and you start arguing with them and cursing them and telling them, going back and forth with them. When you start looking from within your spiritual eye, you start to see people differently because you understand certain things, so you start to look at people differently. So it's really wise, to activate these things. Get to this place, find this place. This is where you're going to find peace and truth. Okay? This is exactly where you're going to find peace and truth. So what I'm saying to you guys is just open up yourself, learn new things, try new things, try meditation. Meditation is a wonderful thing as well. Fasting is also a wonderful thing because it helps purify your body. It helps Lego release things that you need to release. And, there's a lot of things we're supposed to do, but we don't. A lot of things, because distraction. You never been taught. You taught all different kind of stuff. But these things we never been taught. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people born with some special gift. And it might sound crazy. A lot of people born with some special gift. Some people scared to even make people know they have these gifts. You understand? They're scared. You are so right. Cares of this life distract me. Yes, definitely. Distraction keep you from going to that place. Because anyhow you get to that place, that place is like the place of peace, joy. It make you become a humble person. It make you become even more connected with nature itself. Because now you start understanding things differently. You start seeing things differently. These things, very important, guys. Do you think, planter, people will access their penal gland before death? You know what? You can, but it's a place where the mind gotta be. It's a place where the mind gotta be. It's a place, but our mind don't get to those places. Why? Because some, like I'm keep saying, the distraction, the teaching. You've been taught all these things, but not the things could benefit you. You never taught anything that benefit you. Think about it. What you've been taught that really benefit you is always to maintain something, not to benefit you. Is to maintain something, not you. You got to get up and bust your whatever for do what you got to do for able for survive. You walking every day, you barely spending time in your home, you out, blah, blah, blah. You understand? Is this what we really come here for? Yes, so many people, you have, believe it or not, you have people already reach that place. You have people already reach that place before they even die. Believe it or not. Some people born with special gift. Some people could see things before it happened. I know we all know that. Okay, let me see. Much wisdom you spoke. I truly appreciate it. No problem, no problem, no problem. I'm just, you know what I mean? It's just to open up. It's just to open up, let people open up and start thinking. Because we holding back ourselves. We holding back ourselves. The rope is around your neck, and instead of you take it off, you pulling it tighter. Instead of you release from the rope, you pulling it tighter, and you hindering your own self instead of you bettering yourself. No, this is why you always hear this saying. What is gain? To gain the world and lose your soul. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? You gain the world, but you ain't happy. You have so much things. You gain the world, but you're miserable as hell. You're not happy. So being content, being at peace, being at joy, living comfortable. You ain't got to live in a mansion to live comfortable. You could live comfortable in a shack, believe it or not. But because of the way we've been grow up and we believe we can't do these things. Okay, let me go to the chat. Hi, Urban Gardening Chronics. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Hi, Farming in the City with Stacy. Thank you for being here. Okay. All right. Let me see. Sweet. Yes, guys. So stop hindering yourself and release the rope that you have around your neck. Instead of trying to choke you, instead of you tighten the rope, release it. Make yourself free. There's a lot of things you could do without in this world. You don't need them. But when we're looking from the physical eye, it can create certain situation. That's why we got to start using the spiritual eye, which a lot of people call it the third eye. But I say the spiritual eye. Because when you start looking from the spiritual eyes, you see things from a spiritual point of view instead of the physical. When you're looking with these eyes, you see the physical and not the spiritual. So get back to that place, guys. Peace and blessing. Hey, how you doing? OGG and C. Own Grow, Grocery and Con Coach. And how you doing? Peace and blessing to you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. If I miss anyone, I hope not. I appreciate each and every one of you. And the topic tonight is, why are we here? Why are we here? Are we here to live this kind of life? That's why we here. That we can come, go through all kind of stuff, pain, suffering, and then if we do anything wrong, there's a place waiting for us to burn us for everlasting. What your thoughts, guys? What is your thought on that? I just see things different. And I see if there's who creates us is a loving creator, they're not going to put us in this torment. So we know it got to be a different purpose, not just to come here, torment ourselves, get tormented, anything. So it got to be something different. Okay. And as you said, fasting is an excellent tool. So spirit can rise and kill the flesh. The flesh is always wanting something. Definitely. And definitely, these two eyes always looking. And sometimes they could look at this, they're looking for stuff. But when you're looking from the spiritual eyes, only certain thing you observe. The negativity, you don't see that. So this is why we got to start to access, get to this place of comfort and peace. You're not going to find it out there. You're not going to find it on your job. You're not going to find it with your friends. You got to find it within yourself. Peace, joy. Only you can make yourself happy. Remember that. Other people could add to your happiness, but if you is miserable, how can someone make you happy? I mean, think about it. Hey, hello, hands in the door. What's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I love this topic. Knowing my purpose has given me perspective and changed my life goal. Not material stuff. I exit for God purpose. He has given us everything we need from the earth. Definitely. Everything we need, the food, the herbs, everything is here. Just like the birds, everything is there for them. Same for us. But because of the way we grow up, the things we've been taught, we get pulled away from these things. So now, farming, nobody want to do farming, nobody want to plant their own food because we can just run to the store and buy some food. Why go in the dirt and plant when I could just run to the store? Could you imagine? You've been pulling away from the real thing into something, I say, artificial. I just say that. So how you guys doing? Experience is the best teacher of life. I agree. Yes, guys. So it's about knowing yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? It's about knowing yourself. It's about being yourself. It's about don't make anyone take you out your comfort zone. It's about loving yourself. Because if you hate yourself, because I hear a lot of people say before, oh, I hate myself. And I'm saying, why would you hate yourself? You got to, it starts from you. You got to love yourself. You can't hate yourself and expect others to love you. So it begins from you. Okay, I'm going to say this, right? You know, sometimes they always, it's a lot of saying out there where we got to, we got to look at them from a different point of view because honestly, most of the times we take them word for word, and a lot of time there's metaphor. Honestly, metaphor is a story of something, a picture of something, like somebody draw out a story. So what they say is a metaphor. It's not exactly how you receive it. Now, when you look at everything start from home, check this out, right? Everything start from home. Now, we look at this as, oh, it got to be from your mother home, right? Wait. Lascious, I'm trying to get to heaven. Well, Lascious, getting to heaven, I think, is a place of peace. And sometimes we sit down waiting, our grandparents wait, and our great grandparents wait, and everybody wait, and for somebody to come and save them. But for what I see on this earth, sometimes we got to save ourselves. If you ain't get up and go out and provide for the family, nobody eats. You know what I'm saying? So heaven is a place of peace to me. I'm not telling you. Everybody have their own ideas. It's a place. You got to live in heaven today. Good, at peace. I mean, think about it. The body is just the temple, and we, not the body. We, not the body. We live in the body, right? So this, when we leave this body, it ain't no, it's an energy, a spirit. So burning in hell and these things, I look at it differently. Everybody have their own opinion. I think we're facing hell right now, right here, today. Okay. Hi, Destiny Oses, how are you? Hello, Duval, how you doing? Duval City Girl Garden, how you doing? Facts. We was created from the dot, and all the nutrients in the soil that is needed to survive and flourish. Mankind need the same flourish as well. Okay. Yeah, so right here, if after all this torture and tormented, is that we come here for? And then still, there's a lake of fire waiting for you if you do anything wrong. So just live the best life you can. Find peace within yourself. Find peace within yourself. And that could be a place of rest. That could be the place you really need. Okay? And resign in that place of peace. Is anyone want to come in the chat? I mean, if you want to say something, you could say something. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Okay, the link is in the chat. Anyone feel like sharing their thoughts on this topic? Because this is a very interesting topic, and we all have different experience. We all grow up differently. We all grew up in different places. So at the end of the day, we all gonna have our own ideas. And it's best to have your ideas and just hold on to everything you've been taught growing up. Yes, we have some valuable things we need to hold on to growing up where we've been taught, but there's also something we need to rest aside because it does not apply to us. It don't makes it not it not helping us. So we got to search for these things and rest them aside. Because there's a lot of things we've been taught for naturally distract us, for take us from the path we need to go. And this is the reason why the topic is, why are we here? Are we here just to go through the storm and suffer, walk, barely stay in your home, always on the job, trying to make a living? I think it was more easy. It was designed more easier than that for us. So we need to find. Okay. I'm glad I sub. Oh, thank you, Yolanda S. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank each and every one of you for being here. I truly appreciate you guys for the support. Thank you, guys. I come up with this topic because I just want, the thing about me is I like people to open up their mind. Do not close up your mind. When you open up your mind, you learn a lot of things. You experience a lot of things. A lot of things will conform to you as well. But when you close your mind, when truth come, hold on, hold on. Sorry for that, guys. Yeah, so my thing is just to open up a little. Let people think, because, I speak to some people, and my goodness, ain't nothing you could tell them different than what they've been taught growing up. Nothing different. They don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't talk about it. I understand, because that's how you grow up, and you don't want to get yourself into other things. Some people too scared to open up to new things. But you can't be scared. How could you be scared? How would you elevate? How will you elevate spiritually? You cannot just be living in the physical. When we start looking in the spiritual, that's when we're going to start to see things differently. And the crazy thing is, you never been taught these things, because these things going to benefit you. So you're not going to hear these things growing up as a child. These things going to benefit you. The things you're going to hear is to take you away from that. Take you away from yourself. So true, the only thing doesn't change is the word of God. I agree with that. When you're dealing with man change everything. And these are things we have to understand too. Men change everything from the spiritual, and they bring you into the flesh. So now you're dwelling in the flesh and not the spiritual. You don't even understand. They put us to a place where we don't even understand how to connect to the true source of life. They separate you. No, you don't even know how to turn, how to twist to find that place. But I'm telling you, how can you? This is a start. Find peace within yourself. That's a start. Find peace within yourself. Okay, let me go. We were created for the Most High pleasure. Pleasure to repopulate the earth. We ate the apple. Wait, hold on. For the Most High pleasure. We were created for the Most High pleasure to repopulate the earth. We ate the apple for the Most High eyes. Okay. Well, that's your opinion. Not knocking you from that. That's what I'm saying. Please share your opinion. We're searching for truth here. We're not trying to discredit anyone. What do you suggest for people to do when they start to open up? Okay. When you start, you see, start opening up is a journey and it's a step. It's a step that you got to start taking. It's not going to just happen overnight. You know, it's not just, okay, I'm open up and that's it. It's a journey. Some people born with certain things and understand a lot. Believe it or not, some people born with these things and understand. But there's a lot of people as well also got to take the journey to get there. So while traveling to that place, I will always say, be humble, and let the Most High do its work. That's all that's a part of the journey. So when you start opening up, just be humble. When the thing about it is, when you be humble, you see more. When you babble, you see less. So you be humble and open up. Start opening up. And things gonna start to reveal to you. You will be amazed. You will be amazed the kind of thing start open up to you. And not just open up, no. They come in with confirmation as well. Because you being this humble person. And that's a part of that journey. Okay. Hello, Jim Mama Grows. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh, if I miss anybody, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to miss. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate this. I hope you guys enjoying the conversation. I hope you guys enjoying the conversation. But like I was saying, we all grow up a certain way. We all grow up with different experience, different experiment. So we're going to see, we all going to have our differences. We all going to have okay. Yes, we all going to have our differences and we all going to be thinking because we grew up sometimes different culture, different situation. So these things could make we think differently. Okay? But when you grow up as an individual, that you only been taught everything you know, it's kind of disturbing. Because your life supposed to full of experiment growing up. You're supposed to be experiencing things growing up. And while you experiencing things, it's going to make a lot of sense to you. You push your hand in the fire. Who much people push their hand in the fire and get burned? You know that for a fact. Ain't nobody could tell me that if I push my hand in the fire, I'm not going to get burned. Because it happened to me already. So I experienced that. So when you experience things, it become now, I know this. Not somebody tell me this or I read about this. I know this because I experienced this. So this is what I'm saying. We got to get to the place. Hi, Oma Bogan. How you doing? Thanks for being here. I think one has to be ready to do a lot of thinking. I agree with that. Because as Oma say, sometimes it comes from a lot of thinking. That's why I say open up. Because when you open up, you start thinking. So a lot of us doing a lot of thinking. Some people, they rather, some people, it's sad, but some people rather been told or taught everything, not doing their own research or their own experiment. I love to experiment. I don't like to do too much booking, and I love to experiment, because when I experiment, I know for a fact what this is. So when I talk about it, I know what I'm talking about, not just to be talking. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you, Raquel TV, Vibes TV. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. James, hey, what's up, James Franklin? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, okay? I appreciate that, please. Yes, thank you, guys. Stacy in the city. I experience a lot. Yes, Stacy. And with your garden, Stacy, guys, you guys go check out each other. Who have YouTube channel, please check out each other, support each other. Stacy, I know you do a lot of experiment. Once you have a garden, you do a lot of experiment. So yes, I believe you. Experiment is definitely a good thing. Hey, hoeing and sowing in the garden, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Hello, RG Willis, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Okay. All right. No, you went late. We're still here. Yes, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate you guys. Yes, so, okay, if you know, come in the live, guys, the topic is, why are we here? Yeah, why are we here? Are we here just to go to torment? Come here, go to torment, and go back. And then when we die, we go to a place. If we do anything wrong, we go to a place and born for everlasting. Is that the reason, or is something else? So it's an open topic, guys. It's an open topic. If anyone feel like share their opinion, that's fine with me. Hey, what's up, Bucka Homestead? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Thanks each and every one of you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, so it's about being yourself. Start thinking for yourself. Start opening up yourself. Start figuring out things for yourself. If someone taught you something, like our grandparents taught us something, which they had some valuable points. I'm not gonna knock our grandparents and our foreparents. I'm not gonna do that because they did their best to bring us up. But one thing we got to remember, somebody taught them something as well. So there's going to be valuable, and there's going to be some that we need for really look into more deeper than just accepting them. Because whatever they're telling you, somebody tell them. They didn't even experience it. Somebody tell them, and they take it. And now they pass it down to you. But guess what? The generation today is not pulling that one. The generation today, the younger generation, they want to see. They're telling you, see and prove. They ain't believing nothing. They're telling you, see and prove. So it becoming where the way we've been brought up, and our parents talk to us. We listen to our parents. Sometimes we ain't listen. We get a beating. But these days, you know how it goes. It's a whole different world. So now these kids now, okay, you talking to them. Okay, well, show it to me. They don't want to hear the stuff we was hearing. They want to see it now. So we got to start thinking like that in certain form. Okay, if that's okay, well, I want to see. I can't just believe. I want to know now. I want to know for myself. So that's where we start thinking, start doing experiment, learning from our own experience, learn from other people's experience, and better ourselves. We cannot just keep living, even if it's not working for us. How can you satisfy living a certain way, even though it's not working for you? Okay. I believe we are here to serve God and help our fellow man. Well, I deeply believe we are here to help each other. Yes, I definitely believe that. I agree with that. Okay, let me see. Can you explain what someone should be open to? Okay, can I explain what something should be open to? All right. Being open. Yeah, let me explain that. Thank you for that. Being open doesn't mean you open up yourself to everything. Doesn't mean that. Because you could open up yourself to some things you really don't want to. So when I say be open-minded, open up a little, I'm talking about thinking. open up, start thinking, start analyzing, start see what makes sense, start see what don't make sense. If someone told you, if you jump out a 20-story building, nothing gonna happen to you, you should know better to know he talking nonsense. Instead of you just say, okay, nothing gonna happen to you, and just jump out the window. So you have to analyze. You have to see what makes sense and what don't make sense. So open up. When I say open up, I'm talking about open up your mind. Start thinking. Start seeing things for what it is and not just what someone said or what someone told you or what someone say happened. You have to analyze things, dissect things, figure out things. So instead of you just receiving, oh, this one say this, that one, this one say that, that one say that. And now you pack everything there now and you say, oh, yes, okay, that's facts, that's true. Now, what you're going to do, when this one say this, that one, you dissect from each one and see what makes sense and see what working. So when I say open up, it's about thinking and just stop receiving everything people say. We've been doing that from a baby. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't say this. Oh, don't say that. Oh, don't. Since a baby. We're not baby no more. We're not baby anymore. We are people now where we could think. And among the experience we grow up, things we learn, we're supposed to know better. So open up is start thinking, start analyzing, start looking into things. Okay. I don't know if that answers your question. Okay, so let me go back in the chat. Hello, Mama J, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Excellent points. Oh, thank you, Mama J. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, Lascious, the Lord is within, the Lord is always here, always with you. A part of the Most High is within each and every one of us. The problem is we looking outside. We looking out there when we got to look within us. You know? The Most High is the kingdom of the Most High is within you. If you want to go to the scripture, the Bible tells you this. The kingdom of the Most High is within you. The Bible, okay, let me say a few things from the Bible. The Bible also tell you that God, the Most High, does not dwell in temple that made by man's hands. So, look into these things. But the Lord is closer and closer each day. I agree with you. I agree with you. So true. Yes. Mama J. Yes. Mr. Hans. Yes. All right, Hans in the door. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you here. Thank you so much. The temple is within yourself. Yes. Yeah. Guys, we all, like I said, we all grew up a certain way. We all went to different culture. We all went to different Sunday school. We all, yes, take your hands in the door. Good night, man. Thank you. We all have our own understanding, but all I'm asking you guys to do, sit and think for a moment. Take some time. Go in your closet. Meditate. Let the Most High basically let the message come to you clearly. Because the thing about it is, we see what's going on today. We see what's going on today. And I don't even want to go too deep because I really don't want to go too deep, guys. Honestly, I just want to leave it at the level of this because, like I said, we all have our own opinion on this topic. Hands in the door, gotta go, man. I appreciate him, man. I appreciate all of you guys. I think we are here to experience life on this planet. So we just here to experience life on this planet. Okay, that's all my bargain opinion. She think we are here to experience life on this planet. Okay, guys, just write what you think and feel free to write what you think we are here for, because that is the topic. A lot of things in this life are mysteries that we may never know. The answer to mystery of the Most High. Exactly, we cannot know the mystery. But at the same time, things that was meant for us to know, we can't ignore them. Things that was revealed to us, we cannot ignore them. The blueprint for why we here already created. Is already created. The blueprint already created. But the only thing, we don't have the blueprint because we've been taken to a different angle. We've been taken from where the blueprint lie and put to another angle. So now we really distracted. And this is the problem. Distraction is what have we in this situation here today. Okay. Okay, Lasso Socho, James. We are here to learn a lesson of life. All right. I agree with you, brother. True. Thank you. Yeah, so we all have our own opinion, and it's not my journey to make anybody opinion anyway. Just feel free to write what you guys think about. And if you wanna If somebody want to come, I'm going to invite, if anyone want to come and share a point, I'm open to listen. Okay. But the reason why I bring this topic up is because there's a lot of question, especially from the younger generation. These questions been coming left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. So I bring this topic really for, we all to share our point. You know what I mean? Feel free, share, because simple as this, we all can gain something from everybody opinion. For real. Do you believe we have a past life? You know what, man? You know what? Sometimes in certain situation you might be a certain place and it's like you feel like them. Yes, and sometimes, sorry for that, guys. Sometimes you feel like, damn, I was in this place before. I'm not sure if it's you feel like it's your past life or some people, I don't know. But one thing I want to say is when we pass, when we leave, whatever is inside us comes out and the body go to the grave. We go into the presence of the Most High and the body go to the grave. Is it we could come back? Do we come back to this earth or we just wait for judgment day? Do we come back after we leave this body? This is what the Bible says. So I'm just going off of that, right? I'm just saying. When we leave this body, we in the present time Most High, which is something I believe too. I feel like when you leave this body, you back into the present. But okay, are we coming back? But here the thing about it now, right? Thank you, Lashos. Thank you. Thank you. Dina view, okay. Here the thing now, right? Here the thing now. Here the thing now. If you do come back, if we do come back, right? We happen now. When you come back and from a baby, the memory erase. When you come back and enter from out your mother womb, enter into this world, there's no memory. Not even a memory of when you was in the womb and you was living in there. But there's no memory of that. So for me to say we have a past, which I could say people come back. Energy don't die. So I can say people come back. And then people could say, no, you're waiting for judgment. So when judgment day, you come back in the form and get judged and get born for everlasting. But is that the case? Is that was designed to create a fear within us? Is that designed to create fear? Or do we come back? The next thing again, who create you? Who create your body? The body that holds that hold the temple of spirit. Who create that? If I say, well, my mom and my dad, somebody might say, oh, how gonna be a mom and your dad? Well, let me explain why me say my mom and my dad. If my mom and my dad never went together, I would not be here. No, the body would have never created. The thing is, life cannot be created. So the body could be created, which goes back to the earth, and the spirit leave. So is there a time when the spirit enter in this body after your father and your mother create the body? It's something to think about, guys. It's just something to think about. I say, I think that's one the mystery of the Most High. Definitely. But you'll be surprised that your people know these things. You'll be surprised that there are people who know these things. Because there's things always revealed to certain people. Okay. Let's just say, who is the Most High? Okay, when I say the Most High, I'm looking at the creator of everything, the source of everything. Okay? The source of everything, the creator who creates everything, life, where the source where everything came from. But the body, this thing is deeper now. I just don't want to go no deeper. I just want to let it rest right there. So you guys can do some thinking and look into things. But this thing is deeper. The Father said he knew you before you were born. You know what? And that's true. But the thing is, you is not this. You is not this body. And this is where we got to understand too. You dwells in you. And he know you before you come out into this world. Exactly. He know you before you come out into this world. But you is not the body. When this body drop on the ground, gone, it decay, that's it. But you still lives. Okay, let me see. Let me go again. Jesus. What do you mean, Lazarus? Jesus. Okay. Jesus is the only way. Lazarus, could you explain that for me? Aleka? Ma'am, okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. Very deep. Yeah. Ma'am, okay. You should go deeper so we have a clear understanding. Ma'am, sometimes you just got to leave it at the surface and wake up the mind. Because sometimes you try to go too deep at one time and it don't go right. Because these things people have to, because let me tell you, we grew up a certain way. Everybody grew up a certain way. everybody been taught certain things, whether it's true or false. Some people believe it. Some people grow and understand and realize certain things could be different than what they've been taught. So they more cling to what make what you understand, the more understanding that they get from their experience. While some people just hold on to what they've been taught in Sunday school. Even they get to grow to a grown age, they still hold on to that. There's nothing you can tell them to change that. So that's why I'm saying sometimes you cannot just go deep. I can do this topic next time where we can go more deeper, but tonight is just for just to spark the fire, to make people think a little more than just believing everything. Start thinking and experiment and learning, and it's better to know. I rather to know than believe. Okay, let me go back in the chat. You is a spirit, definitely. You is a spirit. You is not the flesh. The flesh go back. Once you out of the flesh, it goes back. Only one God. Yes, I agree with that. Only one God. I agree with that, Lashus. I agree. Not everyone can digest it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. We're coming from a place where, and you know what? We got to start to look deeper. Because anyhow you start to look deeper, you're going to start to look wider at the same time. And things going to start to look like, my goodness, and I believe this all the time. All these years I believe this. So sometimes, this is why I'm saying open up and start thinking. Not just open up to anything. What makes sense? Okay, let me go back, okay. I totally agree with you. Thank you. Yolanda, I understand that everyone is different. I appreciate your explanation. Yes, we all take things. Some people, very open-minded. You could speak to them and they just... And then some people, ain't nothing you could say to them. So you ain't want to be battling with nobody and fighting with nobody. They got to be ready for themselves to open up and listen, learn, experience, experiment, figure out things for themselves. Try to be a person who knows things and not just be a believer. Okay? Okay. We all are on different spiritual level and have to go to our own peace on our journey. Definitely. We all on different levels. So this is why you got to be careful with how deep you go with certain conversation. You got to be very careful. You just want people to understand certain things and look into things differently from a wider angle instead of just, we are, okay, I'm going at the gardeners, if there's any gardeners, Lashaw Swells. Okay, I'm going at the gardeners. When you planting something, you don't just plant one thing, you plant even different varieties of the same thing. You do experiment. You try to learn about the plant. You try to, you know what I mean? So that's the same thing you got to apply to your life. What you doing in the garden? Learning about different, you got to, within your life, you got to learn about different things. Experiment, experience things. So when you see them, you know already. Being a believer, you're not knowing. You listening to what somebody tell you. So we could believe, but we also got to be knowing. So we balancing it. We're going to believe things, but we also have to know things. Not just believe in everything. Okay, Missy Lashos. I'm trying to make it to the promised land, so I'm searching for truth. So I'm willing to listen and search because most of these churches and pastors leading us straight to the fire. All right. All right. I didn't even want to mention mention that, but you said it. And this is exactly why I'm saying search for truth, peace. You can find it. Number one, why the Most High, or let me say God. Let me say God because a lot of people refer more to God. Why God got to go to the pastor for tell the pastor that I have a problem? Why when he could deliver a message directly? Some of them fooling people, and it's just sad. That's why I'm saying do your research, seek for truth, peace. Whenever you find peace is a good thing. Whenever you find peace in your life, it's a wonderful thing. Exact. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Urban Ghana. Yep. We need to read the word and know the Most High for ourselves. Yes. You know what? You guys get it, man. I try to drift away from the. I try to drift away from this, from mentioning this all night. You know what I'm saying? And you guys get it. So you guys is in a good place because you understand. Once you understand and you know that, you're going to start digging. And when you start digging, you're going to start getting a lot of confirmation. Things always revealed to us. Is we just turn our back to them. We the one who just turn our back. But things always, every day, something revealed to us. But we ignore them. Too many false teachers. Definitely. 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 Oh, yes, definitely. Amen. Yes. That's true. Definitely. This is exactly the point. Because everybody's saying, okay, we come here to serve God. We come here to this. Everybody have, a different point of view. You understand? My thing is, why I bring up this topic is got to be better than what we come here for. It's got to be better than what we're going through. I know that for sure. If the Most High sent us here, it wasn't to go through this, what we're going through today. And I'm not going to take that. I'm not going there. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Such a urban girl. Who to shepherd pastor who scatter the sheep? Definitely. Hey, welcome. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. CYN Container Gardening. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Sensational. Sensational. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I talk to God for myself, especially in my garden. I marvel at his creation, for my grandfather was a minister. All right, I hear that. Hey, Dan, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I don't believe I need anyone to stand between me and God with their agenda, and definitely, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And for the thing they've been saying, that really don't make sense. So I'm glad I bring this topic honestly, because now I'm seeing, and I appreciate you guys very much. Hello, Tommy, how you doing? Thank you for being here. You are very knowledgeable and smart, brother. Plant a Garden TV. That's why I respect and love your channel. I observe how humble you are and how you move in your garden. You remind me of my day. Thank you, Lashes Garden. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, it come from years of, what my father used to always tell me. My father was a very humble man. Yeah, my father was a very humble man. And he used to always tell me, be humble, son, and don't do unto others the things you don't like them do unto you. My father used to always knock these two things in my head. Not much enough, but these two things. And you know what? Sometimes you're so young and you're listening, but you're listening, you're hearing, but you're not applying. But while you start growing and you start seeing, wow, what my father said make a lot of sense. So now you start to apply. So thank you for that, Lassus. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, guys. So I really appreciate you guys, because exactly what I was saying, or what I was trying to say, because you see, why I didn't push out too much either, because some people get offended when you say certain things. You know. So I didn't want to offend nobody, because I'll tell you this. Some people believe in their pastor more than they believe in anything else. Whatever the pastor said, that's it. Oh, my pastor, they love the pastor to death. So, so I don't want to offend nobody, but I know there's a lot of misinterpretation going on. And I believe it was designed to put fear within us, because fear is a disease. Fear could keep you from getting to the place you're supposed to be. Why? Because you're scared. I agree with the family. Your humbleness shows true. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Dan, man. Some people take this pastor thing to heart, man, and I can't knock them. I'm not knocking them. I'm not telling nobody not to do that. That's how you feel. You love your pastor. You rather your pastor. Pastor tell you what God say. When you can get direct message, you go ahead. But I just open this topic because I just want people to open people up a little, because I mean, come on, even the kids them these days, you can't tell a lot of things where we grew up, where we've been taught. You know, you can't tell them. They're asking you some serious questions when you try to tell them something. So even them, because they're thinking. So we got to get back to the place where we start to use common sense a lot, because common sense is important. We born with that, and it come before book. Common sense come before book. We have to remember that. There's a lot of things we've been taught growing up that holds a lot of values. I cannot knock these things. But we also been taught a lot of things that take us away from ourselves. Now it's so difficult for us to find ourselves because of the position and where they take us. Number one, they take us away from nature. They take us away from nature and bring us to create something opposite from nature. You understand? Take us away from nature and create something the opposite. And now we look into that instead of the true source of life. Sensational container gardening. Worshiping man, not God. Sitting on the false teaching. God wants to have a relationship with us. Look at all he created for us, and we must use it. Definitely. The thing is, no one wants you, people love to be in control, right? And once you understand certain thing, you realize I'm a free person. I ain't supposed to, you understand? I ain't supposed to be in this kind of situation. So from the time you start to do things different, you're gonna also receive a lot of enemies. From the time you start to see things from a different point of view, there's a lot of enemies gonna come by. There's a lot of people who can't stand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes this is why a lot of people rather don't say nothing, or a lot of people don't want to go too deep. A lot of things are cultural practice and have nothing to do with truth. Oh, yes, definitely urban gardening. Definitely. You know what? I'm so excited because I'm talking to intelligent people. This is really exciting. People who understand what is going on. You have to search for truth. The truth is there. Everything was already created for you and revealed to you, but it's been taken away. It's been taken away and give us a whole completely different dialogue about life. So now we lack of understanding. We lack of truth. And without knowledge and understanding, you could be in a serious situation, because like you're spinning, you're tapping mud. It's like you just spinning your tapping mud because you don't know what you're doing. So this is why I will always say, guys, try to do experiment, try to meditate, try to do some fasting, try to, anytime you find yourself, you know what? Someone told me that the way they could meditate is through music. It's through music. So I guess we all have different ways of meditating. So you find your way of how you could meditate. I don't know if you guys notice, but you always see in certain places where people chanting, like in them African place, and beating drum and chanting and burning fire. Sometimes you look at these people and you might believe, what the hell? When we don't know. You see, knowledge is power. How you know what they're doing? No, you think what they're doing might be so bad. Oh, they're doing evil. How you know that? Maybe that's how they connect. But guess what? It ain't designed for you to know how to connect. So what's gonna happen now? They're gonna put that for you believe they're evil. Oh, it's wickedness they're doing and this kind of stuff. So you see what this is where I'm saying. Where the distraction come from the truth. When somebody doing something and they realize, shit, this person know something, they tell you it's evil. And no, no, you don't want to be a part of that. I'm telling you guys, it ain't a joke, man. I was a Seventh-day Adventist all my life because my family. All right. That's the thing as well. Our parents have a tendency to stuck us into these things because of what they've been taught. Hi, the everyday life of an OC district. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you here. The Father say to meditate his word day and night. Definitely. Meditation means a lot, guys. Find a way how to meditate. People have stopped thinking for themselves. We live in an informational age. We have the ability to research everything and everything. Definitely. That is true, Dan. A lot of information floating around these days. That's definitely true. Okay. Hi, Nikki. Hey, what's up, Blacks Tropical Homestead? How you doing? Thank you for being here, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, guys. So, as Lasha say, her parents, because of her parents, because of her parents, she was a 70 for years. And a lot of us grew up like that. Not because we wanted to, but because of our parents. And we want our parents to look good because our parents can't be going church and we not going because it will look bad to our parents. So we got to please our parents, even if something we really don't want to do. And the belief system within that, within growing up in church, man, listen to me. Don't question nothing. Whatever they tell you, that's it. Don't ask question. Whatever the pastor say, run with it. That's it. That's not how you live. How you gonna learn? If you can't question something, how would we learn anything? And this is how they bring us up. Don't question. You know, many times I try to ask question. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Don't question. Don't question what the Lord said. Don't question. I mean, when I'm hearing it from the past, and you know what? The thing about it too, they try to put it in some slick way. And you could really get chopped. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware, guys. Be aware, do your own research. The Lord ain't need to speak to me to tell you something. He could speak to you as well. We are great. Relaxing, listening to our amazing. Oh, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Yes, guys. So just do your research. Start looking into things. Look at things for what makes sense to you. You cannot know something and make somebody convince you that is not true. I mean, that don't make sense. How could you know something? You experience it. You went through it. And somebody convince you that's not true. And people doing this. These are things that happening to people on a daily basis. Allowing people to overpower them with what they say, even though you experience this thing for yourself. So these are things we can't allow. I have so much money to, oh my gosh, Crawford Odala Ministry. I just know I help pay for his same. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Brother, so you're gonna be what have this done? How this make you feel at this moment? Are you feel satisfied? Or you feel like, man, I don't like what I did? I mean, because the thing is, right? That is really sad. The thing is, I don't know if you guys noticed this, right? The pastor will have the most expensive car on the sidewalk. His wife, the same expensive car, and two of them, the two expensive car park up there. Then all the members after church walking to take the bus. And don't take 10% of their money they work for all week. Don't give to them. These people live in lavish life. You cannot even, you ride in the bus, go to church, it's snowing, and you hop in the bus, go to church, hop in the bus, go back home. And these people live in luscious life. And then guess what they tell you? God bless me. So wait, hold on. So God don't bless the people them in the church. He only bless the pastors. Well, if you guys didn't see nothing wrong with that, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say if you guys ain't see nothing wrong with that. If you, number one, say for instance, let me look at it this way. If you could afford from the members giving you tithes and things, and you could afford to live such a life, well, maybe you could help if you have people inside the church that need help. Maybe they could get help as well. I remember a member of a church never miss church one day, never, always paying her tithes, and she lose her job. And she asked them if they could help her to pay her rent, and they refuse her. You see, from that, I say, my goodness, this is crazy. I start to see things different from that. If it's a place of the Lord, as what you said, ain't nobody should be suffering. You all should join together and help each other. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys see it different. But if this is not the case, where helping is a main part of the church, then I don't know what to say. I really don't. Yes, so just wake up, guys. Look at things different. Do your own research. Seek the Most High for yourself. Start looking within. Start looking at things from a spiritual point of view. You're going to see it more clear that way. The physical eyes graph a lot of things, everything. The spiritual eyes, only certain things it look at, it pay attention to. So if you could activate, you're going to be in a better place. And stop keeping yourself, hindering yourself. Sometimes we hinder ourselves and keep ourselves down. Sometimes our vibration is too low. We hindering ourselves in a place where depression, stress, pain reside. Come out of there. Raise your vibration to a higher place. Okay. The church is not as it when I was growing up. Not even close. Okay, it's all about the dollars these days, man. Thank you with all my heart. Black Tropical Homestead. Okay. Same to you and yours too. All right. Yes, guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you. I hope this live has inspired somebody. I'm trying to do this live. Okay, I do, my channel is basically about gardening, but I also put in the description, I'm going to do different topics from time to time. And I think I want to do topics that can help people, motivate people. Because I realize we're going through a time now where a lot of depression, a lot of things is going on. So sometimes somebody here, a few words can really lift the spirit, lift the vibration, because sometimes you could be in a dark place. That's why I'm telling you about raise your vibration, get out. Okay. Okay, Nikki, yes. I mean, it's very interesting. I mean, it's a very interesting topic. Why are we here? We talk about a lot of things, and also in the chat, we get, people was commenting. So we kind of have a, basically this is what I'm trying to do. Motivate people, lift their spirit, help to, a lot of us just set to one things, try to open them up that they could see that, no, there's other things. Try better your life. However, few little words could really take somebody to a higher place. Definitely. Sometimes we all just need one word to help get us through. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Thank you, my brother. Beautiful life. Really love it so much. Bless you and your family. And bless all the family on here. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. All right? And I will be here next Thursday at 7:30. I don't know the topic as yet, but it's going to be another interesting topic to motivate people and help take people to help open up their mind, to help put them to a more think in a place where they could think and start knowing things and just be believing things. We got to, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to do. Motivate. A matter of fact, this is the whole thing about my channel. It's about motivating people, helping people, try to show people how to go back in the garden, how to plant. It's all about motivation. It's about all about helping people, because I see when you help people, you always bless. You always bless. And that's no lie. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Man, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for being here with me. So I hope you guys join me back next Thursday. I'm going to post in my community what the topic's going to be. So don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Wait, see you soon, most I willing. I'm looking forward to you next Thursday at 7. I'll be here. Okay. We have to know that we know for ourselves. Definitely, I agree. Good night, everyone. Yes, good night, everybody. Have a beautiful night. Good night, everyone. Hey, David, how you doing? Yes, David, I'm now closing up, man. How you doing? You good? Well, I hope to see you next week, man. I'm now closing up. Good night, everyone. Good night, Black Tropical Homestead. Blessing. Good night, Lashus. Blessing to all. Good night, David. David, yeah, man, we now closing up. Good night, good night, good night. Listen me, Duval. Wait, Duval, good night. Thank you for being here. Thank each and everyone. I really appreciate you guys. The live was amazing. You guys was very supportive. I hope this live motivates somebody tonight. See you guys next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. If you ain't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, guys. Thank you. Peace and love to each and every one of you. Blessing.